Hello everyone, this is another The Gaming Shark video. So basically I'm going to make a video of how to become a pro in kaiju universe. Well, how do you become a pro? You may ask. Well, it's simple basically. There are three starters, Kamada-kun, Anguirus and Gojira. So what you want to do is don't choose Kamada-kun. Kamada-kun is the weakest out of all of them, and Anguirus is bad. Well, it has more health and a little bit more attack, but the thing is with Anguirus is that he doesn't have a beam, which Gojira has, so go with Gojira. At least try getting him to level 50 later on, but we'll get into that later. So the first kaiju you wanna buy, the first one ever, is Godzilla Jr. I know, but Godzilla Jr. is basically just a same version it's actually Gojira but a little bit stronger. Plus, you can choose Biollante for farming buildings, because that's just it's a really good kaiju. I recommend it. I don't recommend buying Skyla since it has been nerfed a lot, and I recommend buying Female Muto, but it's just harder. If you want your first ever flyer, like your first flyer, you gotta buy the Heisei Rodan / Fire Rodan, since it's overpowered. Also, if you want a better flyer, get Mogura. It's overpowered at max and it's very good. If you want a better fight kaiju like land creature, it's Titanosaur. It's really overpowered. And if you want your first pulse kaiju, try getting Millennium. If you want a fast kaiju, buy Mechagirus. I don't recommend it, but if you want to be drawing a lot, then that's the kaiju for you. So if you want something that's really strong, buy Final Wars. It's better than 2014 because it has a beam spam and is very overpowered. So what you want to do is just try getting your junior max, but that's gonna be very hard. So before that, just buy Heisei Gojira. Since Heisei Gojira is 125 G cells, which is a lot, but it's worth it, trust me. It's just a weaker version of the Burning Godzilla, which I have as Game Pass, but not in this account since I made this for new. I also recommend buying this one. So what you need is 2014 and 2019, and I don't know why, but 2014 costs 20k and 2019 costs 9,500. And the thing is that 2019 is actually stronger. I don't think you know, but it actually is. So what you want to do is simple. Get your 2014 and 2019 both to level 30. But we're not done yet. You need 125 G cells. The same for Heisei Gojira. Godzilla 2021 is really strong, but what you have to do is basically the same for Kong. You just need 2021 to get Kong. And Kong has a parry, what is very overpowered, so it's good. So what you after, just unlock every kaiju, since maybe they're gonna add something new for it. Plus Monster Zero needs 500k G cells and a level 100 G19. I mean, that's really hard, I understand. So what we're gonna do is we are going to Tokyo. Oh, I don't know what language, maybe, no, it's not Chinese. Chinese is different. So if you're playing a mobile like me, always turn out the music since it's annoying. Also, what I recommend is just try getting to farm buildings till like level 5 or something like that. If you don't like to do buildings, just beam people and attack them. But the thing is that Gojira is not the strongest kaiju in the game, you gotta respect that. But it isn't bad either, it's actually pretty good. Like you see, on level 2, but I need twice as much G cells. As you see, you have charge. Charge is something you'll need later on to use your attacks. Also know what you're fighting against. Like if you're fighting against a Skyla, it's best to not do that close range. This thing can, like if you're beaming it right now, like that, it can't hit you from here since it doesn't have a beam. So the best thing you wanna do is simple. Know what you're fighting with. If you're fighting like a Heisei Gojira, that is actually not the best idea to do with a starter. The best thing is just try to farm buildings until like level 15, 5 or something, when you can use a skill point. Yeah, you have skill points in the game, which causes you to become stronger. You can do melee, speed, health, and charge, regen AK. So the best thing I recommend to do is max damage. That you can get that at level 50, and I recommend doing 5 regen, 5 health by almost every kaiju. With like Fudon and Kaiju, it isn't needed. Kaiju is like a mechanized Godzilla that can shoot like lasers and plasma beams and stuff like that. And Fudon is a Halloween kaiju. You gotta wait for that at Halloween if you may want to use it again. But trust me, Fudon does not even need any regen. What I recommend with Fudon is max damage, max speed. Why? Because with a flyer, max speed is handy. With like Mechagyros, Heisei Rodan, Fudon, and all those other kaijus that are really quick. Mogura, I recommend still doing some regen since his attacks cost a lot. And that is a G. And if you see, that's a Junior. Junior does get killed by which people doesn't, so you can like beam him. What's also handy is just to attack and go a little away. Attack, go a little away. As a starter only. If you're like a very pro, you like mostly like me on my main, you can like keep attacking, it doesn't matter. When you're different, you gotta keep the range. Since you're only level 5 now. Oh. Yeah, that's news we don't wanna know yet, but yeah, that's Dutch news on Dutch, yes, you know it. But the best thing you can do is just try getting a good kaiju. Like you see, I have 625 and I'm just level 5. And I need 155 XP, what is actually nothing compared to a starter. But it's something if you're new to the game, you still have to use it. So this 2019 is beam on. As you see, what you gotta do, when beam is done, hide under here. I know it's a cheap tactic, but when you're a starter, you just gotta do it. I also recommend buying Jet Jaguar Beta, since it has great range and it has a shield ability that can literally, but I mean literally, beam you back. It's overpowered and it does 1000 damage at max or something more, I'm not sure, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is that you need that to level 75 and a lot of GSLs. But if you want to do it, oh, sorry for that mic thing, but if you want something really overpowered, try getting Destroyer. But I do not recommend it anymore since there's gonna be more better kaijus. I recommend that if you're getting Robux or something like that, I recommend buying Volcanic Biollante and Burning Godzilla. No, I do not recommend Thermo Godzilla. It is twice as much as the Burning Godzilla, but Burning Godzilla is just overpowered because it has a meltdown ability, which you can use to literally almost twice of your damage, and that's a lot. I mean a lot. But I will recommend buying it after you have bought the I would recommend buying oh man, I'm not even getting in words, but I will recommend buying Burning Godzilla if you most likely have a great level on Heisei Godzilla, like 50 or 75 or something like that. And I recommend buying Volcanic Biollante if you know how to use Biollante. Trust me, this is gonna help you. I mained Heisei Godzilla a lot. I bought Burning and it was overpowered. if you're gonna buy burning, it isn't handy because you still don't know how to use it properly. I also recommend buying some mechs, like the Showa mech, but the Showa mech got, like, you see that kaiju, that's the beta version and it does lots of damage, but best thing you can do is attack everyone if you want, like, experience. But if you're a starter, I should just recommend trying out its attacks and trying combos with it on buildings. Only one thing, don't use stomp on buildings. If you look at this, boom, 0 XP. You don't get any from doing so, and I'm dead, but that's okay. So, there's another rule, stay calm. Don't rage because you died, and just keep playing. You will do great. But, if you see, for a lot of people, I don't know why, but this is very popular for them to use, is buying Shinagawa. Shinagawa is pretty good with max, but it isn't great, since the best thing you can buy is just female Mudo, Biolanti and stuff like that, so just keep saving. I'm gonna buy him now to see what it looks like for you guys. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this for them. Like, if you see this, I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not really bad. I'm pretty bad at it. So it has a blood spit like this, because it can fairly quickly. It levels up quick too. It has a necrotic vomit, which does a lot of damage, but it misses most likely. So what you're gonna do is just spam your melee. Oh, spam your melee, I said, but no, I just did my beam. But the best thing you can do is just fight kaijus that you know how to do, and at least just try finding its range or its hitbox, so you can like hit it easier. And also there's a thing why I don't recommend buying Shinagawa. Most people target you for an easy kill because Shinagawa-kun, this thing here, it is most likely, it already gives G cells and XP, and it isn't strong. That's why it's all popular for a lot of people to kill it. Oh god, yeah, and that's the final weapon when it's you can just like help people a little. Also don't deal with customs. And that's actually all for this episode. So this episode is just starting from a beginner and giving tips to you guys. I see you guys soon.